Hello, welcome back to MTG Arena here. I've got some epic music going on. Let me change it actually, just skip to the next one. Okay, so I'm going to lower the volume actually for a bit. Alright, so next one is going to be white or blue or white or red spells. So I guess we're going to make something with white in it. But let's open up these packs first so we can get some more cards for us. Leaving Arkbow, not too bad. Deliver unto evil, not something that I will particularly be using too much. But from Core 2020 we get repeated reverberation. Unfortunately that's not something I would like to use either. Dread Presence, not. That's particularly alright. Okay. So, let's look at our decks that we have. We could play Feather. Most of everything in it is white. Let's see here. We've got two Gideons. We've got actually quite. Let's see, Clifftop Retreat. Nope. Sacred Foundry, Temple of Triumph. We've only got one of each temple basically. It's not many of the lands. However, this seems alright. We don't have a full 4 feathers, do we? No, we don't. We don't have any more rare wild cards either. God's willing. Well, we've got 3 uncommons, so we might as well craft those. So there's a hidden right here. Normally the craft button we right here. I don't know why it's not appearing, but that's why I was able to do that. So the other list, obviously we get rid of the Sheltering Light here. What else? Reckless Rage, that's what we don't have. We have Reckless Airstrike though, but we have to destroy, deals 3 damage to target creature with flying. Oh no! Okay, anyways. So we got that. Let's try it again. What else could we do? We could do blue-white aggro. What other white deck can we do? White-black. We could do white-black, we could do blue-white flyers as well, but it's mainly blue, not white. This has got plenty of white cards here. So how many vampires do we have? We've got Skymarcher Aspirants. I suppose against first strike at the end of the turn. Do we have to bite the bullet here? Maverick Fane, not too bad. I suppose Vicious Conquistador as well. Johnny's welcome. We could get rid of the Commander Gideon Sacrifice package here. We could just straight up run Commander Dreadhorde and it shouldn't be a problem. This is actually a vampire. Funny enough. Bishop of the Bloodstained. We could get this down on turn 3 for a 3 damage, and it's a 3/3. It's not too bad. Twilight Prophet is actually not bad at all either. But these aren't white cards for us. So we'll cut down on one of the Command Dreadhorde, I suppose. Let's run Feather. Traditional ranked, let's play Feather. We don't have the Reckless Rages, so we're quite light on the removal. We'll go ahead and play first. We'll keep this. This seems alright. We get a turn 2 Pentateuch Legionnaire. We'll all of them play as well. Our opponent seems to be doing the same feather plan with his Temple of Triumph. There's our theirs is better than us right now. Unfortunately, if they've got a shot, then we just lose our 10th District Legionnaire right off the bat. That's unfortunate. Bloody hell. Why is this music not loading? Don't shock it. Not hovering over it. It's really nice. Damn you. Okay, what do we have? Legion War Boss. Might be a problem. Let's draw one card. See how we... Okay. More lands. Perfect. Okay, well at least we get... How many more lands shall we get? This is quite embarrassing here. They have to have exactly Lava Coil plus a shock to kill Aurelia, because I don't believe they're playing Fry in the main board at least. Definitely in the sideboard they'll have the Fry. Projection from red, of course. They can't Reckless Rage it. I don't think these... They run Lightning Strike for it. I don't think this Aurelia is going down. But they've got Lava Coil to follow it up. Of course, Reckless Rage. Of course. And then get a Dreadhorde Arcanist. Right. Not much we can do about that, since we've drawn so many lands and not even a single feather. I guess we'll not do that. Baffling End is actually great against them. Let's see here. Shalai is perfectly fine. I like the Justice Strike. So what do we cut now? I think we cut... I don't think we cut the Defiant Strikes, not one of it. Maybe... We don't need that last shot, do we? We're still on the play. We'll cut one of the Aurelias. Perhaps we cut a... Aurelia seems to be good toughness. We'll cut a Shalai. We've got 22 lands still, and we drew so many lands. Not even the right mixture of cards for us. Of course! Why would we ever draw lands now that we complained about it? Mulligan. Sure, we'll keep this. We'll put a... Well, we need the double white, so... I suppose... It's good for battle, maybe going... Yep. So we've got turn 3 Legion War Boss. They are mulliganing like crazy. That's very aggressive mulligan. They're going down to 5. Seems like keeping that 5 though. So basically, Sacred Foundry, Mountain. Maybe we'll do Sacred Foundry, the Mountain, and then we shock in the second Sacred Foundries, just so we can hold up that light Justice Strike. On second thought, Justice Strike is a terrible thing to side in. Because Feather has 4 toughness, Aurelia has 5 toughness and 2 power. Okay, well. They went down to 4. 4 cards in hand. I'll just hold up that Justice Strike because it's only good against 10th District Legionnaire. They definitely have a shock. And they've got a shock. And this is terrible. Okay, so let's not get rid of our Legion War Boss. If they want to tap out, then they tap out. Perfect. Exactly. Perfect. So. I think Legion War Boss is fine here. Actually, Aurelia is actually the better play. So we can play 10th District Legionnaire, go for battle, and then pump it up as well. Right, okay. Sure. Okay, we've got the gods willing for this, so I think this is perfectly fine. End the turn. End the turn, please. Thank you. Pass to blockers. That's interesting. But not that. We don't need it in the land anymore. It is a plains that could be important, but alright. A second Legion War Boss, okay. Sure. Both of them are going to go in. And they've got his block back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's a feather, but I haven't got any spells to use with feather. Oh, that white sauce. But I've got this at least.
I am here to aid in the assault.
Give this indestructible. I think I'll do this one. So if they have to block a couple creatures, they will have to sacrifice both. Kill both Legion War Boss instead of blocking a 1/1 and blocking a 4/4, I suppose, or 3/3. And they want to block. So let's see here. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They kill the 10th District Legionnaire. They'll have 2 extra blockers. Now that's interesting. Going down to 2. Now they could kill Gideon if they wanted to, but that would be a terrible position to be putting them in. I got God's willing for the 10th District Legionnaire. I'm just punching that damage as well. Right now, as the board state sits as is, they cannot attack with everything. Because if I've got a removal spell, well, obviously I pointed at their face with that shock, but Alright, I gave mine indestructible. And they forgot about that. That was a useless. They double blocked my indestructible Legion War Boss. Wow. So they've got exactly 4 blockers here, and they won't be able to kill everything. What are you going to do? You've got to attack with that one. Our opponents, I think they have the advantage though, since game 3.
I can take a hit or two.
Sure, I'll take that one as well. Pro red. Yep. Just going through all the motions just so, you know, nothing happens out of any randomness. I suppose yeah, let's get that just a strike out of here. That shock would have been much better. With that shock I could have played the Sacred Foundry on turn 2. And then shock the Legion War Boss on turn 3 or 4 or whatnot. Okay, so Fry seems white or blue, but it only targets, well, I think, let's see, the only non-white creatures would be Legion War Boss and Dreadhorde Arcanist or whatnot. Arcanist. I like to say Arcanist, but it's Arcanist, I suppose. Might not be a terrible idea. Shall I die to Love Coil? So I might as well just do that and get more removal in. Let's try it like that. I like taters. Taters. What's taters, precious? What's taters, eh? It's not too bad. I think I'd lead off with the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Since we got the shock in hand. Oh, well. We got their own. Lead off with my own. And we're going to be drawing lands into Oblivion again. Already got 6 lands in hand. I don't think I can block. They were thinking quite a bit. So let me pretend to think quite a bit. So if I block here, they can just shock the Arcanist. They can Defiant Strike God's Willing. All those nonsense. If they wanted to kill my Dreadhorde Arcanist, they would have played the shock pre-combat, attack the Dreadhorde Arcanist, and then flash it back. So that leads me to believe they've definitely got either a God's Willing or a Defiant Strike. So either way, my shock's not going to work unless I respond to it. So I'm not going to block. Take 3. Right, so let me respond by doing this. And now I'm going to shock this. The only thing that this gets around is that this won't resolve. If they got a Defiant Strike, that's fine. Because I can do the Dreadhorde Arcanist into the shock afterwards. So this will still have 2 damage counters on it. But I'd rather just use the shock and get rid of the 10th District Legionnaire in order not to have that one grow into a massive creature. Now we are stuck since we've drawn 2 extra lands that we would like to. Sure, Reckless Rage. Okay, now they can get rid of our Arcanist with the Reckless Rage as well. Defiant Strike. They can cast the Reckless Rage. Now this is a problem. Wait, they're going for a... Huh. They could have just killed our Arcanists. Look at that. Look at that fry. Perfect. Perfect, you know. Well, we're not blocking, so we might as well attack. Blocking would be useless. Fantastic. Drawn literally nothing. They're going to, they've cast every single one of their Defiant Strikes. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, they're missing one more. Okay. So we've got a boatload of nothing. They've drawn 3 extra cards than us. It's not looking too good at this moment in time. Well, they're literally trying to just avoid this. Have they, have they got God's Willing? That's the only card that can save them right now. Yep. Okay, great. Oh no. Our deck just does not want to cooperate with us. Let's swap this. Can we get something? Yeah, I don't care. Ah! Damn you. Okay. I don't know. Cast 20 creature spells. Can we do it again? No, we cannot. Okay. "20 creature spells. How many creatures have we got in here? 18. That's not a lot of creatures. Do you know what's funny? Is that Blazing Hope could matter to Hydroid Crazes, but that's the only time it would matter. Okay, so let's just play Feather again. As Feather actually has quite a number of creatures. They got, I think they play about 22 creatures, and then the rest are spells on the classic Feather deck here. Okay, thank you. We got a nice mixture of things. We got a Shock for turn 1. We got a Doctor Vanguard for turn 2. And then we happen to draw a land. We can play Legion of Warlords on turn 3. This seems to be much more reasonable. Okay, this is not good. This is Bantscape Shifts, and we are going to get our asses handed to us. Okay, the Doctor Vanguard, please. Yeah, if they haven't got any. Not a fan of playing against this deck. Great. only shocking this. Going to attack them. They don't need to block. But I haven't drawn land, and we are in the shits. Missed the land drop, and they've ramped twice.
I am not going to sit this one out.
Of course, fairy. Now I'm going to try to build
I've got time.
this Bantscape Shift deck and play it as well. Perhaps next time, though. Perhaps next time. Yeah, they haven't need to do anything. We've missed on so many things. I'm an idiot.
Walk a righteous path.
I could have just played Legion War Boss. Actually, no, that's fine. The token would have been blocked by the Grazer anyways.
Let's try this.
A Hydroid Krasis for 3, 6 mana. We've got Field of the Dead. Ooh, that's actually quite nice. Vigilance, that's not something we care about too much. I think I quite like Legion War Wars here. This lifelink.
I believe in you, friend.
Let's just attack to Fairy. That's fine, we can get rid of at least some of them. So now they can just cast Scape Shifts. And get... they play a land. Cast Scape Shifts.
That's more like it.
At instant speed. That's really scary. An instant speed Scape Shift. I think at this point we just play Aurelia. Choose... give this thing indestructible.
I believe.
Pump that up. Yep, that's okay, good. I was really afraid of that instant speed Scape Shift. But 2 zombies a turn. Nothing we can do about it. Okay, so I think we've still got this. The Arcanist can... I suppose it can do things. Okay, so I've got the white mana for Defiant Strike and the red mana for Shock. Question is, do I want to play Daunting Vanguard following turn? So, first things first, we do this. Give this indestructible.
Share in my light.
Combat. And buff up Aurelia. Okay, trigger this. Meant to be Legion War Boss, and the Legion War Boss can mentor the Goblin. Now what's nice is that the mentor can also go on to Dreadhorde Arcanist as well. Okay, so we have actually a decent thing here. We could also give Aurelia lifelink if we need to. Okay, so I think we'll just do it like this. Say go, and this is perfectly fine. I think this is perfectly fine. We can Defiant Strike Dreadhorde Arcanist, shock one of the tokens. Damn it. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I should have shocked one of them in response.
I have a
Oh,
plan.
they're going to hit Aurelia. I should have cast these in response to Fairy. That was a mistake. Not attacking me. So Gideon is going to
I am not quite indestructible.
suffer here. That Fairy just does not help here. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. Growth Spiral. It's also fine. What are they? Okay. So I've got the Defiant Strike coming here. I want to get an extra land for the Lyra. I'm not dead yet. I keep saying good game. I don't care about Teferi. Thing is, do I want to send? They've got 5 creatures, that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 16, 17, 18, 19. Definitely have to leave back some blockers. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, that I should have just done the
This is hardly my worst defeat.
I was supposed to cast the shock and the Defiant Strike in response to Teferi, so therefore Gideon would be still alive, and they'd be down one less token, or they'd be down one more token. So it's definitely minor. Okay, well they got a second Teferi.
No longer stand by and watch. I've got it.
There's just nothing we can do about that. This doesn't help because the Field of the Dead is on land triggers, so therefore creatures aren't triggering its ability. It's like, what do we do here? Board of the next shock. Board of that Justice Strike. For what? How do we do this? How do we get over the top? I mean, there's not much else we can do. Okay, that was strange. That was very, very strange. This is good, I like this. Turn 2 Vanguard into turn 3 War Boss. Or Arcanist plus God's Willing. Teferi runes pretty much everything. Let's sound effects, please lower them. Scry, Temple of Mystery. Ooh, that's really nice. I think I like the Adoptable Vanguard putting down first. Being able to attack next turn with it is perfectly fine. Ooh, interesting. So they're off to a slow start, but don't be fooled. Okay. Sure, this may be okay for now. But they don't have white yet. So they can't play Teferi on turn 2 or turn 3. Oh, well, they're shocking it in playing Prison Realm. Now, who do they... Okay, Legion War Boss. Of course they do that. And the scrying on top, okay. Seems like they like that card. So I think we'll play the Legion, the 10th District Legionnaire, since we got the Gods Willing to protect it. So we play Teferi this turn. We can God's Willing in response. Gain a life. And protect our... Okay. Rejuvenated. It just means that they haven't got much going on. So that means they'll be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I think I like this. I quite like this. Playing Shalai. So if they do play Teferi, they have to bounce to Shalai. And I'll pay the full life for this, since right now that doesn't matter. Now the only thing they can do is play... Oof, what can they do? They can't get to 7 lands with a Field of the Dead out. Not like this though. So I drug Krasis for 3. So let's just wait and see how they want to block. They got to block. They can't block the 1/1 since that's lethal. Going to go ahead and God's Willing this one. That's fine. That's game over. Now game 3. Destroy artifact or enchantment. They sided in Prison Realm, which makes this feel like something... This is useless right now because they're not really destroying our things. Moment of Retrievement actually not too bad. Getting that extra oomph into it. It's basically a shock for a combat step. That can save your creature as well. So, obviously they're going to play first. Hopefully they can get a slower hand than that. Slower than before. I think we can... That's our top speed. Basically on that last game. Was just maxing out on that. The only way you can get faster if we get a feather on turn 3 or something like that. Okay, so this is fine. We don't have any spells. We've got Adoptable Vanguard into 10th District Legionnaire. We've got a feather, but we don't have the second white source, which would be problematic. But hopefully, in the next 3 turns, we can draw, you know, a land. Okay, so Adoptable Vanguard comes down. Okay. Just wanting to play the second Adoptable Vanguard. Can't really do much. No God's willing, unfortunately. They played Fairy and they just bounce us. Well, luckily we only have 2. But we do have the disenchant, so that's fine for us. Okay, second white source. But I'd rather play the 10th District Legionnaire. I really want to get out onto the board. I wish I had a third white source. I wish one of these was a dual land. Shalai would be the mana efficient. What else could they do? I think Gideon is the play here. He is resilient, he stays on the board afterwards, so we'll give lifelink.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
And he's not a creature, so they can't bounce it with Teferi if they do play it. So a more resilient threat. The only thing that can get Gideon is the Prison Realm or Ixalan's Binding. Oh. Oh. They can have a growth from the ashes here. That would help them. Okay, so got a second feather. So let's give a Doctor Vanguard.
Prepare for battle.
Lifelink. Since I've got a second feather, I could have played the Legionnaire. So I think that would have been optimal play. Play Legionnaire, give it indestructible. So at this point, I'll just catch Shalai, so none of my other targets can be targeted by anything. Yeah, that's fine. So if I gave it indestructible, they could have just not blocked. So I like the fact that I did that. Okay. Circuitous Route. That will give them 4 zombies. Luckily we got a flyer. So now's the point where we give things indestructible. My turn. That's perfect. For next turn we can do... So they're going to have to do quite a lot here. So next turn I can Plate Feather and have the Gods Willing to get it back. So we will go ahead and do this indestructible. Now I'm fine paying full life for this Adopter Vanguard. So we're getting 3 guaranteed damage into the air. And now it would have been fine to play Feather this turn as well. But this way I can get in that extra 2 damage if they decide not to block with the 10th District Legionnaire. Now the question is whether I think I want to keep this Doctor Vanguard around. It's 4 life. Sure. Not too worried about that fact. I've got the Gods Willing for Shalai as well. So they can't bounce it. Unfortunately, that would mean my Feather, the Redeemed. Okay. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, that's gonna be 3 more zombies after that. Oh jeez. Okay, so oof. Now that Rejuvenator is green, which is a problem. very much so a problem. Now, if we had gotten Feather the Redeem last turn down instead of the 10th District Legionnaire, they can just attack Gideon at this point, yeah.
Bring it on.
Oi. Okay, okay. So we're going to play Feather. Oi, oi, oi. So we're guaranteed to kill them next turn. But can we afford to do anything this turn? I think I want to just attack with the Vanguard, kill a creature, since they're going to be getting tons of them anyways. And I think, okay, so we've got 2, which means we can get through another blocker. Unfortunately, this God's Willing is not useful to us. Ugh. I think I just want to try to get 10th District Legionnaire. Scry, okay. Okay, let's dig for a spell, a shock or something like that. Black here. Shall I? It's not useful right now. Okay. So go ahead and attack in with everything. Got to give something indestructible or lifelink with the Gideon, unfortunately. Could have given something lifelink and it would have been fine. I think I'm fine letting the Adoptive Vanguard go, so 1, 2, 3, they got 10. I don't think they can hastily attack me out of nowhere. But no reason to go down to 14 life for this. So with the Feather trigger, we get the God's Willing back, and we have the white source for it. So that was a good thing. We missed one optimal, we could gain 3 more life, and we beat it! Finally! Yes! Look at that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I thought we would have lost this. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll get along this next episode, and have a great day. Bye-bye.